Hello friends, today we'll see how to install code blocks and how to run our first C program. Code blocks is one of the IDE, that is integrated development environment, available to write and execute C and C++ programs. It is one of the platform that is used by many of the peoples because it is an open source cross platform, that is it can be used with Windows, Linux and Mac OS, and also it is freely available for C and C++. It supports many compilers such as GNU, GCC and also Microsoft Visual C++. It supports interactive debugging. It is also versatile and much better than Visual Studio. So to install code blocks, we have to go to the browser and in browser search for code blocks. Here click or check whether it is official website, that is codeblocks.org, and click on this link. Here we'll get that website open in front of us. If you just observe here, the latest releases will be displayed here. Now latest release of this code blocks is a 20.03 version. Okay, so now we'll go to the downloads. Here also we are having three options available with us: download the binary release, download the source code, third is a retrieve source code from SVN. Download the binaries is nothing but a downloading the setup file and run it on your computer, then it can be installed. Then second option, download the source code. Now downloading, it indicates downloading the source code and building it yourself and making modifications in that particular IDE and developing or creating new versions of that IDE for code blocks. Then retrieving source code from SVN. It indicates that we can download the source code which is having some bugs and we can fix those bugs and then again can launch that particular source code. But right now we are interested in downloading the binary release, that is nothing but a setup file. Click on that. Here we'll get the options for different types of operating systems. Like we already have seen that this code block is a cross platform, so it will support Windows, Linux and Mac OS. In this also we are having installations for 32-bit and 64-bit. Now we have to deal with Windows operating system. So for Windows we are having this type of different versions of setup files. We will select code blocks 20.03 mingw setup.exe because mingw indicates the C and C++ compiler. So here we have to click on source for .NET, then it will get diverted to this website and will start the downloading of that code block editor or IDE. Here you have to select the folder where you want to save this particular setup. I have already saved downloaded this particular setup, that's why I will not download again, so it will take too much time, as size of this IDE for code blocks is a 145 MB. Now we'll directly go to the folder where it is the code block software is saved or downloaded in this particular folder. To install, I will click on this code block So it will start the installation process. I will click next, then I agree. Then whatever settings or information applicable by default we have to keep as it is. Then click on next. It will allow us to select the folder where we want to install this code block. Then click on install and it will start the installation of the file. As I have already installed this, I will not install this code block again. Now I will open the code block editor, which is already installed on my system. So this is nothing but a IDE, that is integrated development environment of these code blocks. Here we are having different options available with us. So now this code block will be used to write the programs of C and C++ and also to execute the programs. By using this code block, we'll write our first program. So to write a first program in C, we have to go to the file, then new, and next we have to click on the project. So we are going to create a new project. Here many options are available with us. So if you just observe, these are the different options, but we are interested in console application. So click on this console application and click on go. Then select C, as we want to write our program in a C language. Now it will ask for the project title. So write project title like I will write here as a my first project. So then click on next. Here we'll get some information about the code block setting, that is debugging configuration and release configuration. We have to keep as it is there. No, don't make any changes in these particular settings. Then we are having GNU GCC compiler for executing the programs or for compiling the programs. Click on finish. Now as soon as you click on finish, so here blank screen will be displayed in front of you. Okay, so here in the left side you have to go to the my first project folder that you have created. Okay, so in this workspace there is one folder, inside that again one folder, that is sources, and if we click on plus or extend it, then we got this particular main.c file. Okay, if we double click, it will open in the right space. Now we'll understand the structure of a C program. Okay, so if we just go to the or see the program of a structure of a C program, here first of all we'll be having preprocessor commands, then main function, then variable declaration part, statements and expressions in a C program. So these are the most important components of a C program. So preprocessor commands are nothing but a hash include, which are used to include the important header files for our program. Then we are having main function. So we can say the program is it is showing the beginning of a program or start of the program. Then inside this main function we are having variable declaration part where we can declare the variables, and then after we are having set of instructions or statements. So if we just take example of this particular program, which is by default we got with the code blocks. Hash include, this is preprocessor command which includes the stdio.h file and stdlibrary.h header file. So stdio.h is nothing but a standard input output header file which will allow to use printf and scanf function in our C program, and stdlib is a standard library file which will be used to use special variables or special functions in our C program. This indicates the initialization or beginning of C program. Here we have used printf statement which is used as a output statement. So here inside this hello world message will be displayed on the screen, and this new line /n, new line is nothing but a escape sequence which will allow to enter the cursor to the next line or new line, and then we are having return function which will return nothing to the main function. Now to run this particular program we are having different options available with us. So here there are three options. First is a build, then second is a run, and third is a build and run. Build is nothing but a compilation of the program. Now in this code blocks we are having compiler. Now what is compiler? Compiler is a software program which will convert the given C program or written C program into the machine language. As this program is in higher level language, that is C language, it is not readable by the machines. So there is a need to convert this program into machine language. That's why we have to compile that program. So this is for build option is for compilation purpose. After compilation, then if there are no errors in our program, then we can go for running this particular program. Now we will compile this program. So result after compilation will go get into the build log files. If you just observe this log and others section, in this there is a tab build log. Inside this we'll get the result of compilation. If you just observe, there are 0 errors, 0 warnings here. If there are any errors or warnings, then it will get displayed here. So there are no errors, then we can go for run option. If we run, we'll get the console, and here the output will be displayed, that is hello world. Now we'll check, or we will try to run this program with error, and then we'll check how error will be displayed. So I will remove this semicolon after the printf statement, and I will click on build. So it will say build failed and there is one error. Okay, so that error will be indicated with red block on the line or statement number wherever there is a error. So semicolon is missing here. In this way we can write C programs and execute these programs using code blocks. Thank you for watching the video.